it better?
Okay.
I think it's a bit lag now. Still a
Your
bit.
voice
Still,
is
yeah?
still breaking, Tanya, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hi everyone. Hi guys. Still okay. I will try to reconnect. Actually, it's there is some connection issue on my side. Hi guys. Guys. Hi guys. Is this better, guys? Is my connection better now? How is it now? Better. Is it better? Lagging, good, not moving? I am not sure what is wrong. Moving, better now, still robotic. Team, can you give me some feedback?
Now it's a bit better just now.
Oh, a bit better just now.
Yeah, it's a bit better now.
Okay. I'm not sure. Already tried to connect to two devices. Okay. Better now? Clear?
Yes,
Yay.
okay, it's good.
Okay, good. Oh, that's good. I really do not like when it's like technical issues. So difficult. Hi, better, sounds good. Okay, Desak. Lenny, hi guys. Hi everyone. I think the internet here just cannot stand our energy, right? From so many people. So Angie says perfect. Okay, so guys, team, please unmute yourself when my connection gets bad. If my connection gets bad later, we will try to fix it, because when I share the slides, I guess I won't be able to see the chat. Okay. So by the way, guys, I already on the captions. So if you want to see the transcriptions as I am talking, please click CC button that you see on the screen, okay? And you also see the Q&A box as usual. So if you have any questions to me, I will try to address your questions at the end of this lesson tonight, okay? So I hope you're very excited. I could see so many positive vibes, and you guys are being so active in the small groups, in the official chat. That's really amazing. So excited. Davis, excited. Leah, Rudang, amazing. So guys, we also have our moderators, our SAs tonight with us, so they will be able to assist you with any questions as well. So let me share my screen and let's move on. Let's kickstart. Today we have a very important topic about niches and services. So I'm going to the full screen mode. Again, I want to just emphasize to you guys, to my team, if there is any connection issue, just unmute yourself, okay? So guys, today we have a very important discussion and a very important topic to cover, which is niche and services. And we are going to talk about how you can choose services for you. So what are we going to learn today? First of all, you're going to understand your unique strengths and personality. And I hope all of you already took the personality test. If not, please take it as soon as possible. Also, we are going to talk about what are niches and services. What is the difference? Because many people are still confusing the meaning of niches and services. Also, you are going to understand why it is important to choose what you are going to focus on as a virtual assistant. We are also going to discuss common myths about choosing a niche and services and types of niches and services. And also we are going to talk about how to choose perfect services for you based on your personality. So it is going to be a very exciting and insightful lesson. I hope that you have your notebooks with you. So guys, as usual, before we start, I want to encourage you all to tag me on Instagram at Tanya Gromenko. I was reading and checking your mentions last time. I did my best to follow you guys back. So whatever mention I check, I always try to follow everyone. So I want to participate in your virtual assistant journey. Tag me and connect with me. And share your insights from tonight's lesson. As we start, I always share a quote, and I really believe if you can dream it, you can do it. So if you didn't have any dream about freedom, working remotely, you don't know that it is ever possible. But you right now have a dream. You have a dream about your financial freedom, freedom to wake up anytime you want, freedom to take care of your family, and also giving value to someone and making money, So, and if you can dream it, you can do it. There is a way to do it. And actually, my own journey to remote work and to living my dream life, it started with a dream. And I would like to invite you to do this visualization practice. It is really important, and it also is going to give you some insights about what kind of service and what kind of service you can provide to your potential clients. So let me invite you to imagine your perfect day. So when I want to share with you my experience, when I was working in corporate, I imagined my perfect day in a following way. So it was really a perfect day for me when I could wake up at the time when I want. Because when I was working in the office, I used to wake up at 6:30 a.m. every morning, rushing to do some breakfast, taking my breakfast in like 3 minutes, and then rushing to my office in a traffic jam, which took me 1.5 hours. And then I was late to the office and got scolded by my boss, But my dream at that time was just to wake up at my own time, make coffee, and just drink my coffee for 15 minutes, guys, or 30 minutes. Read some book, read some newspaper, and then just open my laptop and start working. This was my dream. But you actually can go even further. What kind of tasks would you like to do? For example, for me, when I imagined my perfect day, I always thought that I will be doing something creative, I will be maybe meeting interesting people, or maybe I will be communicating with like different like entrepreneurs or artists or influencers. I was always very excited with that, and I knew about myself that I do not like admin tasks, I do not like repetitive tasks, I do not like to work with Excel spreadsheets, because it was my office job before and I didn't enjoy it at all. So it actually can already give you the clues about what kind of work do you want to do, and why do you want to become a VA, and how do you imagine your perfect day? Because visualization is super important. What I can tell you right now is that my life looks exactly like I was visualizing it before, at that time, when I was working in the office, when I was fired from my job. This is right now, I have exactly the same dream life that I have visualized before. So I really want you to do this powerful exercise. Maybe not right now. You can do it at your own time. Feel free to do it when you have time. But it's really, really important. So now let's move on and talk about what is the niche and services and why they are so important. First of all, I would like you to understand the difference between niches and services. Again, as I said, too many people confuse the meaning of niches and services. So niche is the businesses or individuals that you want to work with as a virtual assistant. So this is basically the type of companies. For example, for me, as a virtual assistant, I am providing social media management services for medical clinics. So medical clinics is my niche. Medical clinics is the type of business that I work for. Who else can be your clients as a virtual assistant? Photographers, wedding organizers, coaches, etc. So I'm going to explain to you in details about different niches very shortly during tonight class. But what I want you to understand right now is that niches is a type of businesses that you work for as a virtual assistant. Now the question is that when is the right time for you to choose a niche for yourself? The answer is when you understand which business you want to work with. Because if we reflect on my journey as a virtual assistant, as you know from the lesson on Tuesday, I started my VA journey by working with hotels. It had no relation to medical clinics, doctors, etc. And when I started, I was open to working with any businesses. I could work with them, and I could provide them social media management, because I had no idea what kind of niche I would be happy to work with. And now I know that you guys are going to ask me a question, Tanya, but what if I don't have experience working with medical clinics? What if I don't have experience working with coaches? Do I need to have experience to work with this niche? The answer is no. You don't need to have experience. When I started to work with hotels, I had zero experience working with hotels and managing their Instagram. When I started to work with medical clinics, no experience, completely zero experience working with medical clinics. And of course, I'm not a doctor. I don't have any experience in medical before. So I learned on the job. And the only thing how you choose a niche is by what kind of business do you like to work with? Because for me, I really love to work with medical clinics, because a lot of them do not realize how important social media is. And I just enjoy it, educating them, about why it is so important to have Instagram, to have TikTok, to have, website, even for some clinics that don't even have website. So, but what I want you to realize and understand right now, that you need to choose a business, a niche, only after some time, after you already work with a few different businesses. And it is important that there can be only one niche at one time. You cannot be a virtual assistant who is working with photographers, but also with I don't know, business coaches, because it is completely different. And niche can be the only one. Examples of niches, basically examples of clients, types of clients that you can have as a virtual assistant. This is not the full list, okay, guys, but I will give you the niches which usually hire virtual assistants. So the most famous niches, the most popular types of businesses that hire virtual assistants. First, coaching industry, fitness coaches, health coaches, medical doctors, mindset coaches, therapists, food and nutritionists, food coaches and nutritionists, psychologists, life coaches, business coaches, marriage consultants. So basically the coaching industry, okay? Creative industry. It can be photographers, and by the way, different type of photographers: business photographers, event photographers, newborn photographers, family photographers, wedding photographers, so many different types of photographers. Brand or web designers, event planners, interior designers, stylists, florists. So all these different creative people, okay? Okay, let's move on. And others, skincare brands. I was working with a skincare brand before as a virtual assistant. Real estate agents, super popular type of business that virtual assistants can work with. Restaurants, small hotels, small restaurants, medical clinics, and more and more. But these are just the most popular niches. Again, I want to emphasize that we are not going to focus on choosing your niche right now, because right now, when you are still new, and both of you are still new, it is impossible to know what kind of business, specific business you want to work with. That's something that will come to you later. After 6 months, after 1 year, you will understand, wow, actually I love to work with coaches, I love to work with business coaches, and this will be my niche. No, so the more niche you are, the better. And you can even find niches within niches. For example, some people say, I'm working with creatives. Creatives meaning photographers, wedding organizers, stylists, florists, etc. So it is very broad, right? But you can say, I am only working with newborn photographers. Newborn photographers is a very narrow niche. But again, it completely doesn't mean that you will get less clients. In fact, you will get even more clients, because clients will trust you. They will say, oh, this is actually Tanya. She is working with medical clinics. She is a virtual assistant specifically for medical clinics. So anyway, we are going to discuss more on that. Again, as I said, when you choose a niche, you do not necessarily need to understand this niche or have experience in this niche. And you just need to know that your strengths are weaknesses for people in this niche. Same as I mentioned to you when I talk about medical clinics, my clients. They have no idea about the power of social media. Sometimes when I speak to medical doctors for the first time, they say, oh, I don't believe in Instagram. This is just a waste of time. This is just a waste of money. And then I start to educate them. And I'm so passionate to show to them that, you know, this can give you so much more visibility. And I'm here to actually give it to you, you know, help you with that. Because they have no time, they have no understanding about social media. They don't know how to do it. So this is their weakness. And this is my strength. So now our focus is to choose services for you. This is really the foundation. Before we proceed to the next week, when we start to create your visibility as a virtual assistant, when we start to create your portfolio, we need to choose the services for you as a virtual assistant. Now I want to talk about general. What is a VA? Who is a VA? Generally, VA is a person who is providing admin services plus basic social media services, very basic social media services. This is general VA, I would say. You can find lots of general VAs like this on Upwork, on other platforms. They're usually charging $2 an hour, $3 an hour, $4 an hour. So basically a very basic type of virtual assistants. Now I want to tell you what kind of admin services you can do as a virtual assistant. First of all, personal errands, because these services are very highly in demand. And again, we are going to still learn them because a lot of businesses need them. What kind of services? Personal errands, for example, even grocery shopping. I had a virtual assistant who was doing meal planning for me, grocery shopping, because some entrepreneurs are so busy, they cannot do it. And I have a friend, we had a YouTube podcast with her, Anna, and she said a virtual assistant was even scheduling medical appointments for her family because she doesn't have time to do that. Internet research, market research, for example, your client is based in Australia and they want to bring their business to Indonesia, and they want you to research about what kind of other fashion companies are available in Indonesia, what is the price range, what are their competitors, etc. So basically, you just need to know how to Google, how to find information on the internet, but it is going to save so much time for entrepreneurs. Calendar and email management, that's what we are going to learn on the course as well in the skills lessons, because this is one of the most popular admin services as well. Just recently, one of the entrepreneurs reached out to me. She said, I don't have time to manage, to respond to my emails, to clean my inbox, to handle my emails. I need a virtual assistant to do that. Bookkeeping, basic financial services. Every single entrepreneur on earth needs that, simply because as entrepreneurs, we need to pay tax, right? We need every year, we need to report to the government how much revenue business generated, and we need to pay tax. And that's why we need to have a bookkeeper, an accountant who will do that. Basic bookkeeper, data entry. You can do data entry as well. Social media services. What I mean is basic social media services, community management. Just to explain to you what a community management is basically, easily speaking, responding to DMs. So for example, on my account, Singapore Guidebook, we have 100,000 followers. Imagine how many DMs we get every single day. If I am going to respond these DMs by myself, I will not be able to do anything else. So I have a virtual assistant and she is doing this for me. Setting up social media channels. You will be surprised, guys, but some of my clients did not even know how to open a TikTok account, how to open an Instagram account, especially older generation people, or even younger generation, but they are not on Instagram, they are not using the social media platforms. Ads campaigns created for Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and this is also one of the services that I provide to some of my clients. I also do ads for them. Social media management, scheduling content. Some clients say to me, Tanya, I have a lot of pictures of me. Some of my medical doctors, my clients, they say to me, Tanya, I really want to grow my personal brand on Instagram. I have a lot of pictures of me, of my family, but I don't have time to schedule them, to create a content plan, to post them. So basically, that's what you can help them to do. Simple copywriting and editing, creating simple captions, and content repurposing. Content repurposing is also one of the most in demand right now. Recently, just a few days ago, also an entrepreneur reached out to me. She said, I need a VA for content repurposing. So what does content repurposing means? So it means, for example, I have posted a YouTube video about how can you be why it doesn't matter if you are an introvert or extrovert, you can still become a successful virtual assistant. So I share my story about me as an introvert on my YouTube. How can we repurpose this content? Basically, I can ask my virtual assistant to watch this video and to write an Instagram post about this video, about this topic. So basically, we just repurpose the video into the Instagram post or into the blog post or into the LinkedIn post. So basically, one piece of content you can repurpose in different other pieces of content. So now, I already mentioned to you that these services that I have just mentioned, they are very important and very high in demand, and we are going to learn them. But because our main aim is also to become a highly paid virtual assistant, we need to choose highlight services. I want to highlight here as well, I want to mention to you guys that highlight services is just the term that I use. So don't say to clients, I have highlight services, because they don't understand this term. It is just my terminology that I use on the course to explain to you why it is so important to choose something else besides admin and basic social media services. Because again, our main aim is to become highly paid virtual assistants. So highlight services basically is high skill services. And by high skill services, I do not mean that you will need 2 years or 1 year to learn them. The foundations are very easy to learn, same like admin services. But if admin services are very easy to learn and basically you cannot improve yourself already, if you know how to manage emails and how to respond to emails, there is actually nothing else for you to learn. But if you take social media management or email marketing, there is always room for growth for you. So in a way, you can keep increasing your expertise. You can keep learning about the services. And this will make you more experienced, more proficient. And this will allow you to further increase your prices as a virtual assistant as you grow. And these services will allow you to become a highly paid virtual assistant. Of course, you need to keep increasing your expertise and you need to keep learning about them. So it is very important to choose one or two of these services. So not only just provide admin and basic social media, but also choose one or two high skill services. Let me know, guys, in the chat if this is clear so far. Clear, Suchi, clear. Nina, clear. Crystal, clear. Sarah, clear. Agnes, pretty. Vera, clear. Okay, perfect. Thank you, guys. So now let me explain to you the kind of highlight services, okay? So social media management. What is the difference between social media management as a highlight service and basic social media management that I have explained to you on the previous slide? So what is the difference? The main difference is that for social media management highlight service, you are also creating the content schedule, planning the content ideas, and most of the time you are writing the captions and you are publishing the posts, etc. So whereas on the basic social media services, you do not usually write the captions, you do not usually create the content plan, the content calendar, you just do more of an admin social media work. This is the main difference. Social media management is one of the most in-demand services. Email marketing. Email marketing, I already explained to you that it is helping your clients to connect with the potential clients or with the previous clients with a database, with the email database. So I'm sure that you are subscribed as well to SGBVA email database. When we send you our promotions, we send you our webinars, different news, etc. So imagine how email database is really important for any business in the world, because it is how any business can connect to their audience. And why email marketing is so much in demand is because on Instagram, for example, followers, they can be, followers are important. A bit lagging. Is it still lagging, guys?
It's clear now, Lania.
Okay,
It's just
good.
for a second.
Okay, good. Okay, so on Instagram, Instagram is important. Followers on Instagram is important, but the problem is that the Instagram can block our account, can delete our account at any time. We do not own our followers, and this is true for any business. And every business owner, they understand that Instagram actually can delete their account at any time. But if the business owners have the email database, no one can take an email database from you as a business owner. And that is why a lot of business owners, they actually want a virtual assistant to manage their email database and grow their email database. It is really important. Lead generation, I already explained to you. This is just going on Google or just Googling about the potential clients for your VA client. For example, I have an event company and I hired a virtual assistant to research fashion brands for me who can become my events clients. So basically you research the different companies all over the world. You research who is the person in charge, and you email them the information about my company. So this is what you do for your clients. And this is a great service, because this lead generation service is needed by so many companies. By every company, because it is something that helps companies to get more clients, to get more sales. So basically you email potential clients on behalf of this company. Tech support, for example, we have our amazing technical team in SGBVA. When we run our webinars, they make sure that all the reminders go on time. If we have any technical issues, then they will be resolved on time, etc., etc. Project management, we also cover it on the course as well. You guys will have a class on project management. Great service as well. That's where you can manage different projects for your clients. So the projects can be small, the projects can be big. One example of the project, a small project, can be to organize a wedding party for 20 people for your client. This is a project, right? Because you are given a deadline. Let's say organize a party for 20 people by March 12th, and you are given a deadline and you need to organize a special occasion. Or the projects can be bigger. For example, to organize a huge event for like 2,000 people, or to manage an ongoing project within some company or something like that. So we are going to cover that on the course. Sales. Basically, sales is similar to lead generation. A lead generation is when you research the potential clients for a company and then email them, presenting the company, right? Sales is the same, but also you call the clients. So meaning that when you reach out to these potential clients, if they are interested in this service, in the company service, you also call them. For example, I have an event company, as you know. When my virtual assistant is reaching out to fashion brands representing my company, she also is asking these brands to have a call with me. So usually I am the one who have the call with the interested people, right? But if the virtual assistant is having this call with the companies who are interested in my service and further selling my product, then it means sales. So sales is suitable for those of you who are not afraid to speak to strangers on the phone. But in my experience, sales services are not that highly in demand as lead generation. That's why we don't really cover sales, because there are less people who can do sales, and there are much lesser companies who need sales. So content production, audio, video, reels, like creating reels, creating TikToks, etc. This is actually part of social media management, but it also can be a standalone service. Content production for blogs, content production for videos, etc. So the most in-demand services right now are social media management, email marketing, and lead generation. And that is why we focus on them during the course. So guys, for you, you will need to choose. I'm just checking the chat. You will need to choose admin services plus social media management, basic social media management services, plus highlight service. So admin and basic social media, I already shared with you on a slide what is included. You don't need to choose anything, because you will automatically be able to provide them, because we are going to cover a lot of them during the course. But your task is to just choose your highlight service. And on the course, as you know, for pro and premium package students, you will have all the 3 highlight services on the course: social media management, lead generation, and email marketing. But I would like you to choose just one for now. Choose just one highlight service. Don't worry, I'm going to explain to you soon how to do it. Choose just one highlight service which you are going to focus on during the course. And after that, you will be able to come back to the lessons, to the other lessons, and you are going to be able to learn other services as well. But during the course, during these 5 weeks, please choose just one highlight service, okay? So you will be really able to focus on one thing first. So again, I want to repeat myself. All of you will still provide admin and basic social media, because it is really in demand by companies. But you also, if you want to become a highly paid VA, you need to choose one highlight service. In total, you can choose 1 or 2, not more than 1 or 2, because it's impossible to have many highlight services. You will not be able to be good at so many things, right? So, however, for the course period, I encourage you to just choose only one and focus on it, okay? So now the big question is that how to choose a highlight service that is suitable for you. Now let me cover this topic. First of all, I want to highlight that you need to choose services that you enjoy, where you can excel and stand a chance to become an acknowledged leader. Many people are asking me, Tanya, do I need to look at my experience? Do I need to look at my background? My answer is no, you don't need to look at your background. Of course, if you have some specific background, like in digital marketing, okay, that's good. But it doesn't yet mean that you need to provide social media management services. We need to first understand what we enjoy the most. And we need to look at other things. So let me explain more. I have asked you to do the personality test. Let me know in the chat who did the personality test. Did. Okay, Amaya. Alvi, Johan, Vera, okay, perfect. Okay, guys, love it. So let me explain how powerful is this test. I really love it, and how you can use to actually do so many things for you, including it will give you clues for choosing your highlight service. So let me stop sharing my screen. I'm going to share my other screen with you. Just give me 1 second. Okay, guys, so I'm sharing with you my other screen. I would like to share with you the logic behind how you need to analyze your results for your personality test. Again, this logic is suitable for any type of personalities that you are, not only virtuoso. It is just the example that I want to give to you. What you need to focus on when you read your results. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't read the results. They just say, I am ISTP, but it doesn't mean anything for them. So please take your time and read the results carefully, because they are going to give you so many clues. Okay, guys, by the way, let me know in the chat who is a virtuoso here as well. I am a virtuoso. This is my personality type, by the way. So let me show you how to read this personality test. First of all, of course, you can read the introduction. But you can read the introduction, like just the first few paragraphs. People with the ISTP personality type love to explore with their hands and their eyes, touching and examining the world around them with an impressive diligence, a casual curiosity, and a healthy dose of skepticism. They are natural makers, moving from project to project, building the useful and the superfluous for the fun of it, and learning from their environment as they go. They find no greater joy than in getting their hands dirty, pulling things apart and putting them back together, leaving them just a little bit better than they were before. So you could read a little bit more. I want you to focus on different things. First, we go to strengths and weaknesses. You need to go to the strengths and weaknesses section and really focus on it. So let's see what is it here for the virtuosos. First of all, diligent and observant. People with the ISTP personality type are usually up to their elbows in some project or another. A hands-on individuals, they love readily engaging with their environment and transforming their observations into practical solutions. Handy and resourceful, this personality type is very imaginative when it comes to practical things, mechanics, crafts, and skills. Novel ideas come easily to ISTPs, and they love using their hands to put them into action. Spontaneous, direct, and authentic, independent, grounded. ISTPs have the uncanny ability to stay rooted in the present moment with a keen focus on what's happening right now. This personality type is less likely to get swept up in hypothetical future scenarios or past regrets. Independent as well, so thrive on regularly undertaking tasks alone, which helps them to foster their creativity along with strong problem-solving abilities. Now, of course, we also need to understand our weaknesses. This is also really important. Unapologetic, as easily as ISTPs go with the flow, people with this personality type can also ignore it entirely and move in another direction with little consideration for others' preferences. If someone tries to propose a different directions, ISTP can become quite blunt in their irritation. Insensitive, private, and reserved. This personality type is notoriously difficult to get to know. They keep their personal matters to themselves and often just prefer silence to small talk. So now you guys understand why I am an introvert. This is completely about me. Easily bored. ISTPs enjoy novelty, which makes them excellent thinkers, but they are much less reliable when it comes to focusing on things as novelty wanes. Once something is understood, they tend to simply move on to something new and more interesting. Independent, overly skeptical, etc. So please read on about this section, strengths and weaknesses. Also, another section that I want you to focus on is career path. So career path can also provide you lots of insights. People with the ISTP personality type are probably the hardest to pin down in many aspects of life, but especially in their career. They thrive on diversity and unpredictability, on wondering what is next every morning. This makes them one of the most mysterious personality types, as well as one of the most versatile in the professional world. ISTP personalities are unique in that they have next to no time or patience when it comes to ideas or projects that cannot be applied sensibly in real time. They are born problem solvers with an unwavering focus on practical solutions. No other type is quite as fascinated by how things work, how tools can be used, and how facts can be put together to create immediate and satisfying results. Guys, I really love this test so much. I really already asked all my friends, all my family to take this test, because in my experience, it is completely true and completely reliable and completely like 100% about me, you know. But of course, I know people who say, oh, Tanya, but I took the test and I took this test 2 times and there are different answers, different outcomes. What should I use? Which one should I believe? When you read the results, you need to feel like, wow, this is about me, you know, this is me. So when you have this feeling, it means that this test is correct. So we don't blindly just rely on the test, but in my experience, it is so true every time. So now let me stop sharing my screen and I'm going back to my presentation. Okay, guys, just checking the chat. So true, Tanya, Larissa. Okay. The result is related with my personality. Amazing. So, guys, now you're going to understand why this test is so important in many ways, not just helping you to choose your services. So after we have read this, we can basically do the personality reflection. So this is what I have written about myself. I am an overly creative person who can easily come up with the new ideas, and I am easily starting to implement them whenever they come to me. I am always able to prioritize what are the first things to be done, and thus I am good with my time management. I always have a cold head during critical situations and able to come up with beneficial solutions fast. I am also stress resistant and solution oriented, and that makes me produce good results even in times of crisis. So you actually can take some sentences from the strengths and weaknesses, or you can rephrase some of them that describe you as a person, and you just need to write one paragraph about your personality reflection based on this test, if it feels true to you. You know, of course you can add other things, but to me it was such a good summary about myself, about my strengths and weaknesses. Regarding my weaknesses, I am struggling with routine and monotonous tasks, because we could see that I am a creative person, right? And I always require new tasks and creativity to stay interested with what I do. I'm also an introvert and I like to keep things to myself, and I am not easy to open up. I also need room to be able to make my own decisions, and I also like to work independently. So This is so important as well, guys, to know your weaknesses, because you will be surprised, but I have interviewed so many people who want to join my team, and when I start to ask them, guys, can you share with me what are your weaknesses? People cannot do that. People cannot phrase what are their weaknesses. And it is so important, because if I explained my weaknesses to my previous boss in my office job, she wouldn't give me the admin tasks. And of course, unfortunately, I didn't take this test at that time. I didn't know about it. And she just gave me Excel spreadsheets and admin tasks as my main job. Of course, I was so bored and I really didn't like my job at all, and I got fired. So, so it is really, really important to know your personality, to know your strengths and weaknesses. And your task will be to write a similar reflection based on your personality type and present it to your small group on a Zoom call. Now I will explain to you why it is so important. So I already explained to you that it will just take you a very short time to read about your strengths, your weaknesses, your career path. It will give you so many clues, and it will help you to know yourself more. Again, when a potential client is asking you, what are your strengths? What is unique about you? What are your weaknesses? And so many people cannot explain this. It will help you to communicate about yourself to others, the way that I just mentioned. These questions often get asked during interviews, so you can even memorize your personality reflection. This is just a few sentences, a few paragraphs, but you will be so prepared to answer these questions during the interview. It will help you to build communication with the client. It will be helpful for you to be honest with the client and say that, like I say to my clients, if they ask me to do admin tasks, I am okay, but if it's just a small portion of my job, I will not be able to take a project which only consists of admin tasks, because this is not something that I enjoy at all. So it is so important to know yourself. And in my team, in SGBVA team, I always really appreciate when people tell me, Tanya, when people say to me, Tanya, I am a creative person. I don't think that I will be happy doing this admin task. Can you give me another task? And this is so amazing, because, and I feel that this is the reason why so many people in our team work with us for years, because they love what they do and they really enjoy it. And actually, people who work for me, they know that the first thing that I ask people who want to join us SGBVA is their personality test result. I want to make sure that I give these people a job that is suitable to their personality. So it will help you to choose the highlight service, because as you could understand on these examples that I have shared with you, it is completely clear that I am a creative person. It was written that if I am given monotonous tasks, I will not be happy on my workplace or doing any project. So so I know that for me, the best service is social media management, because it is a creative service. And this is a service that I will enjoy the most. It will help you to choose the right projects and clients, and it will boost your confidence, because you will understand that you have your own unique strengths. For example, for me, it's creativity, being solution oriented, being proactive, and I can, find solutions very fast if anything goes wrong, and this is what I will emphasize to my clients during the interview. And all of you, even if you have 10 years work gap, 5 years work gap, you have your own unique personality with your unique strengths. And this will really open up a new world, because once you realize your strengths that you already have, you don't need to learn them. I don't need to learn to be creative, because I am already creative, because I am a virtuoso, And you will learn about it, and you will understand that it is something unique for you that you can underline and emphasize to your clients, and put it in your portfolio, because later on next week we are going to discuss about how to build your portfolio, what to write. So some parts of it you can also put in your portfolio as well. And it will help you to understand what tasks not to choose. For example, if you are really not an admin person, you will know that you will want to work with clients who want you to focus on creative tasks, on social media management. Yes, you can do some admin a little bit, but you will not do a lot of admin because that's not something that you enjoy. So guys, starting in the third week of the course, oh yes, sorry, I forgot to mention a very important thing. Why I want you to discuss this, your personality reflection. It can be just short, like similar like I just showed for you. One paragraph for strengths and just a few sentences for weaknesses. And then you just need to present it to your small group. Basically, why I do it, why I want you to do it is because it's like a practice for you. It's a safe environment to practice it with your team before you actually practice it with your client. And you will be, it's like a role play of talking to your client, but you actually talk to just your small team, who is your support system, right? So it is a really great and powerful exercise, and I hope you all can do that. So starting in the third week of the course, we will begin specializing in highlight services. So the second week, the next week will be admin services, which are really important for you to know. And the third week of the course, the fourth week and the fifth week, we will be specializing in highlight services. And you can choose one or two services that you feel best suit you. But I would encourage you to just choose one. And later on, because you will have access to all three highlight services, later on, you will be able to come back to all the materials and study again the rest of the two highlight services. So I encourage you to just choose one. Or if you feel that you are ready, you can choose two, but one would be the best. So your options are lead generation, social media management, email marketing, because they are the most in demand on the market. So here are some simple tips for you to choose your specialization. I want to just give you one tip first. The easiest tip to choose your highlight service. What you need to understand is only one thing. Are you a creative person, or are you a person who is enjoying admin, Excel, numbers, data, monotonous tasks, etc.? You need to only understand this. With the help of your personality test, looking into yourself, remembering what kind of tasks you enjoy the most. And there is a third type of people who is in between, who likes admin a little bit and who is creative a little bit. So if you enjoy admin, you choose lead generation. If you are creative, you choose social media management. And if you are something in between, you can choose email marketing. So this is the easiest explanation that I can give to you on how to choose your highlight service, okay? So now some more tips. You can choose lead generation if you enjoy finding and establishing new business contacts and communicate with people. If you are interested in working with data and analyzing it to identify potential customers. You can choose social media management if you are creative and have a passion for creating interesting and engaging content. If you love learning about social media dynamics and how to interact with your audience. You can choose email marketing if you are organized, detail-oriented, and want to learn how to create and send effective email campaigns. If you are interested in working with customer databases and personalizing messages for them. So lead generation is for those who enjoy routines, numbers, and working with documents. Social media management is suited for individuals with a more creative and artistic feeling and inclination. And email marketing requires a combination of admin and creative. So I hope this is clear, guys. But if you have any questions, please ask your SAs and ask me. Now let's talk about why finding a niche and service and highlight service is so important. You become known in your niche and in your service. You can become better in what you do and focus on it instead of choosing so many different services: email marketing, social media management, lead generation, sales, technical, project management, everything. You just choose one highlight service. Of course, you know how to provide admin. Of course, you will know how to provide basic social media, because that's what you're going to learn on the course. But you also need to choose the one or maximum two highlight services, which will allow you to develop and grow and improve your expertise always. Because in these fields, there are always things to learn. And this will allow you to constantly increase your rates and increase your expertise. Your efforts are laser focused and clients trust you more, because if clients can see that you are providing 10 different services: project management, email marketing, social media management, lead generation, sales, they will be like, wow, how can she or he provide so many services? It is not possible to provide so many services well, right? So clients will not trust you so much. It doesn't mean that they will not hire you. They can still hire you, but charging more and more will be much harder than if you specialize in something. That's why for me, I just market myself that I am only providing social media management, and that's all. It's just one service. And clients trust you more. Remember that everyone is not your customer. And so many people tell me, Tanya, but if I choose limited number of services, then I will have less clients. And this is completely not true. Again, I already explained to you why. Because clients will trust you less if you provide so many different services instead of just focusing on something. And it is also going to be so much easier for marketing your business, for being visible, for promoting yourself as a person who is specializing on something, instead of a virtual assistant who is general and can do everything. So I want to give you some examples. Maria on the left, photographer, virtual assistant. VA for photographers and creatives, this is her niche. And she's providing email and client management, blogging, social media management, and more. So she is having outline services that she is providing, and she is working with a specific niche. So it is already clear how she can promote herself. I do not recommend you to check her Instagram. I mean, I'm not really, I do not really 100% agree with the feed, but the bio really looks great. Virtual assistant for Airbnbs, guys. Can you imagine there are virtual assistants for Airbnb niche? So it means that this virtual assistant works with homeowners. For example, if you own a home in Indonesia and you want to invite people to stay at your house, then this virtual assistant can manage your bookings, manage your clients, ask clients to write a review for you, etc. So even this niche exists as well. So we will share with you the list of niches and services, guys. I want to emphasize that your task is only to choose a highlight service, because all of you will already provide admin, basic social media services. Your only task is to choose one highlight service. No need to choose niche, because after this class, some students ask me, Tanya, how do I choose my niche? Guys, we don't choose a niche, like I already explained. This is what we are going to do later on. The best course of action right now is to work with a few clients from different niches. and understand later on what kind of niche do you enjoy the most. So this will be all available in the official group and Google Classroom, so you can have references for niches and services. So the task summary is to write a personality reflection for yourself, have a short call with your small group and present yourself. It will boost your confidence. It will teach you how to present yourself for the client. It's basically a safe role play for you to present yourself, and also to choose your highlight service. Okay, that's all. That's basically all. And I also wanted to share with you my favorite tool for time management, and this is the Sendtimer. Let me know, guys, in the chat if there are any of you who is using Sendtimer already. It is really, I already shared with you on the previous lessons that I had some issues and difficulties with time management when I started as a virtual assistant. That was really difficult for me, and this tool really changed my life. So this Sendtimer you can just buy from the online store. It is super cheap. You can just basically, when you put the Sendtimer, the send is going down, and it is going down for like 30 minutes or 25 minutes. And during this time, when the send is going down, you are allowed to do only one task. So for example, you cannot do the task for the client and at the same time check your Instagram, or respond to WhatsApp or check your email. This is not allowed, because I found myself that when I use this Sendtimer, and for example, in your case, you can say, okay, now I concentrate on the task of doing my personality reflection. You put your Sendtimer, you are not allowed to distract yourself with anything else, just this task. I can assure you guys that you will do the task so much faster. I was really amazed how my work became so efficient when I bought this Sendtimer. I actually got two at home. One, my son just broke one, so I have another one, and it really helps me in so many ways. So highly, highly recommended. So what we are going to learn in lesson 3 on Tuesday is we are going to start building your portfolio, your visibility as a virtual assistant. You're going to understand why it's important to be visible and how to become a magnet for clients, and how to understand IG portfolio, content pillars, what to post on your Instagram, how to create your portfolio content and visuals. And also we are going to talk about AI and how it can help you as a virtual assistant. Okay, so good luck, guys, and so excited for you to choose your highlight service. We are done with the official part, and now we have a Q&A session. So guys, we are done with the official part. For those of you who are in a hurry or need to leave, feel free. You can watch the recording later on for the Q&A, and the rest can just stay until the end. Thank you, Pomodoro. Yes, amazing lesson, so inspired. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Nila. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Rocky. Thank you, Vivin, Alinda, Jeremy. Amazing lesson. Yes, guys, feel free to rewatch the lesson when you want. You will be able to rewatch as many times as you want, when you want, so you can refresh and maybe take notes. Every time we rewatch the lesson, we learn something new. So thank you, guys. Thank you. Amazing. Oh, thank you so much, guys. This makes me really makes my day. And I will wait for your tags on Instagram. So easy to understand. Sure. Yes, please watch the recording. Erlita, Henny, Vivek, thank you, guys. Okay, let me go to the Q&A. Vero, hi Tanya, could you explain again how to write personality reflection? Vero, you need to go to your test, personality test result, and go to your strengths and weaknesses, read it, and summarize your strengths and weaknesses, one paragraph about your strengths, a few sentences about your weaknesses. And this is your personality reflection. Rary, was the project management as one of the highlight services? Rary already explained about project management. Also a great highlight service, not so much in demand as other highlight services, but it is also in demand. It is also great highlight service. That's why we also cover it on the course. Yeah, but we focus mostly on other highlight services, email marketing, social media management, and lead generation as our main highlight service because they are the most in demand. And is it better if I choose highlight service that is the same with my full-time job, or choosing something that's less related with the real profession? And it really depends. You need to look into your. During this lesson, I have never mentioned experience. I have never mentioned your previous work. I have never mentioned your background. I have never mentioned your diploma. This is something that we don't really concentrate on, because what is important is to know yourself. And sometimes with a lot of people, unfortunately, their education, their experience, it is completely not something that they enjoy. I had a student and she said, Tanya, I am a bookkeeper and I have financial background. Does it mean that I also need to focus on financial services as a virtual assistant? I told her, do you enjoy what you do? And she said, no, I don't enjoy what I do. Actually, I like more creative things. And I'm like, okay, so the answer is already obvious. So guys, for those of you who want to ask me about your previous background, previous experience, what you did before, it is all, yes, it is all relevant, but it is not something that we prioritize at all, because first you need to look at your personality, whether you're creative or whether you are more like routine, admin, documents type of person. And then this is the main thing that you need to focus on. And also visualize what will it be that will make your day look like a dream, you know? Because for me, when I followed my passion, my day since then, I never worked every day of my life. I don't work because I just love what I do every day, and I'm paid for it, you know. And when my students tell me the same, like, Tanya, I'm just having fun and I'm getting paid for it, I think this is the best. Because, and some people will also tell me, Tanya, what is the most highly in demand service where I will be able to make the most money? I will choose this service. This also doesn't work, because even if first of all, there is no such service which is the most in demand. I already told you that the three most high in demand, and of course admin tasks and basic social media as well. But the most important thing, you need to enjoy what you do, because if you don't enjoy what you do, even if you make the money, you will still not enjoy your life fully. Do you know what I mean? Yes, yes. I really want people to believe that work and getting paid and money is not about suffering and doing something that they don't like, with the people that they don't like, or maybe with a boss that they don't like, or working in an office job. So you need to find yourself first. And that's why I focus a lot about understanding yourself, understanding your personality, and looking inside yourself. What do you want? not on your background or experience. Definitely agree. Focus on what we like. We love to do. Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Daria. Thank you. Okay. So let's go to other question. Tari, I'm confused between SMM or email marketing. I want to choose. Tari, if you're confused, if you feel like, okay, I really love SMM, I also really would like to learn about email marketing, but I'm really confused, what should I choose? You can just choose one. Choose one for now. It is not like you choose for life. You never are going to change it, you know? It's not like that. It's just for now, you need to choose one. During the course, you will have the opportunity to attend. For example, you decide to choose SMM. During the course, you also can attend definitely the email marketing lesson and see how is it going, what is how to provide the service, etc. So you can change your decision later on. But just for the course period, you need to choose just one. This is my advice. If you want, you can choose two first, and then later on, once you attend the first lesson of email marketing and first lesson of SMM, then you can already say, okay, I will choose SMM, you know. But later on, after the course ends, you still can come back and relearn for other services as well. But it's just my advice to choose one. And just in general, you cannot have more than 2 highlight services, because again, if you offer so many things, so many highlight services, it would be really hard for you to really learn them deeply. Because all of them, all 3 of them have a lot of things to learn. And that's why the maximum that you can choose is 2. But during the course, I recommend you to choose one, okay? How to overcome weakness to become strengths, Luciana. Actually, my firm belief is that why do we need to fight with our weakness? What is wrong with it? Is just called weakness. And a lot of people who during the interviews, they don't like these questions because they feel like, oh, I need to share my weakness. Maybe my employer or my client will not understand. Maybe they will not sign a contract with me. Actually, I feel that the word weakness is a little bit not correct. You know, it is nothing wrong, because without our weakness, we wouldn't have our strengths, right? So why do we need to fight our weakness, which is just naturally like this? I'm not admin person. This is just nature, my nature. Why do I need to push myself to like it, if I can just focus on doing something that I enjoy and that I am naturally really passionate about? So I think that we need to change the terminology here from weakness to something more positive, you know. It is just your something special, your unique qualities, so to say. They are not negative, it's just you know. Some people, guys, don't ask me about the niche. We don't choose the niche, okay? We choose the service only. Tia, now I'm sure I'm INFJT and I like editing videos, photography, art, etc. So I'm going to choose SMM. Tia, I'm not sure which name is for INFJ, because I'm not really good with letters, but it looks like you are a creative person. So yes, in this case, SMM is a right choice. Teresia, does email marketing include copywriting? Yes, sometimes no, depends on the project. For example, in our company, we have the person who is doing the email marketing for us, but we have another person who is doing the copywriting. But in some other projects, the person can be one person. That's why I say that if you choose email marketing, it is best for people who are in between, admin, but also creative. Nadia, I'm still confused about personality reflection. Are we not supposed to share our weaknesses? Nadia, why we are not supposed to share our weaknesses? It's important to learn and know our weaknesses. And again, I want to change the term weaknesses. I've just explained that it is not really correct. It is just your special things about you, that you are not an admin person, for example, or you are not really a creative person. It is not a weakness. It is just something special about you that will help you to choose the right projects. It will help you to be honest with your client, so the client can understand more about who you are. And because for the client, it is also really important, because imagine if you are a creative person and you didn't tell it to your client, and then the client is giving you admin tasks, but you cannot really do admin tasks. You do not enjoy it. And that's why the result for the client will not be as good as if he gives you creative tasks, because you enjoy them and you can do the maximum out of this and give the maximum result to the client. No, Vitania, I have only customer service skills. Please refer which one is more suitable for me. Guys, did I ever mention anything about your previous skills? I didn't say anything about the previous skills, because again, we do not prioritize your previous skills. Aning, which one would you recommend us to choose? The one we feel we enjoy and we already know how we do it, or the one we feel like we learn more? Are you an expert in one of these highlight services already? Social media management, lead generation, or email marketing? Because these topics are very interesting to learn, and maybe you know the basics of social media management, but in the course you will be able to learn more about them, because during the week 3, 4, and 5 we are going to have specialized skills lessons. So if you need more insights into this, you can chat with me and we can decide this. Nur and Tanya, can you give more examples? Yeah, email marketing, for example, you have a client who is a business coach, and she wants to grow and connect with her email database. For example, in her 5 years of coaching experience, she had 300 clients, and she has the emails of these 300 clients. So basically, you as a VA set up the database for her. You can sign up to MailChimp or other tools. You can input all these people, their email address, and you can help her to connect with these people through different, maybe she is running a New Year's promotion for her coaching, or maybe she just wants to share some free tool or free material, free PDF guide to just stay in touch with your clients. So you can, give her ideas about the content to send to her clients, to keep in touch with them. You can help her to create the materials, like to do copywriting, to create the newsletter itself in the MailChimp, and you can help her to send and analyze the results. So this is just briefly how it works, but you will learn more through our skill lessons. We are going to have the email marketing expert, and she's going to explain to you in detail about all this. Idle, which highlight service that's suitable with my passion for writing beside copywriting? Copywriting is not highlight service, because copywriting is usually part of the highlight service. It is so it is either social media management or it can be email marketing. Both of them include copywriting. I achieve my services SMM. I don't have skill digital marketing, so how to explain to client? This course is just about that, how to present yourself to client, what to say, how to message them, how to apply to the job, how to build your portfolio even if you didn't have experience, how to learn the skills, and we are going to learn the skills. So guys, step by step, okay? Francisca, Tanya, what if my strength is admin, but I don't like routine tasks? At the same time, a visual person who enjoys beautiful views and sings and enjoys harmony. What's your recommendation? When my students are asking me, Tanya, what kind of service can you advise to me? And by the way, if you guys are going to ask me, I usually ask them, can you send me your personality reflection? And the personality test result, because visual person who enjoys beautiful views and sings and enjoys harmony, does it mean that you are a creative person? I mean, if you are not exactly admin, not exactly creative, then email marketing would be the best choice for you. Yes, guys, please feel free to leave. If you need to rush, thank you for coming, and I will see you next week. Christine, Tanya, is project management is still a high demand? Yes, project management is a good highlight service. But again, social media management, email marketing, and lead generation is more in demand. See you, Eva. Guys, I will still stay to address some more questions, okay? Anita, Tanya, if I really like admin numbers, so I have to choose lead generation as what I did now in office, I really like. Yes, if you like admin, if you are an admin person, if you are good with monotonous tasks, routine tasks, then yes, lead generation is good for you. Anissa Tool, I'm a creative and organized person. Is email marketing good for a highlight service for me? I do really want to choose SMM, but I'm not that sociable. I only enjoy it if not participating in it. What do you mean by sociable? Because if you are doing social media management, you do not really need to go to parties or socialize. You still do it from home. So I mean, I do not see why it is so relatable to socializing. So if you still choose between email marketing and SMM, again, just choose one. And later on the course, you can attend on the week 3, you can attend both classes, and you can firm up your decision. For example, you realize, oh, actually, I enjoy SMM more. So you can just choose SMM. Tanya, how is SMM highlight services different from content production? Because content production is part of SMM, but SMM is wider than content production. Do you know what I mean? Because SMM also includes content planning, content ideas, analyzing of analyzing the performance of Instagram account, maybe also setting up some ads, community management, responding to comments. This is not included in content creation. So content creation is just a part of social media management. During this time, what service most sought after by clients at SGBV? Fabian, I just shared with you on the lesson about the services. I didn't hide anything. Salma, hi, services. There are a lot of VAs that offer this different in the eyes of the clients. Salma, this question is relatable to Tanya. How do we find clients if there are already so many VAs who graduated from the course? How are we going to stand above the competition and find the clients? Guys, again, I want to emphasize again and again that first of all, there are millions and millions and millions and millions of clients around the world. And secondly, the graduates from SGBV course so far is only 5,000, 6,000 students compared to millions of entrepreneurs. And again, another thing is, yes, the number of people registered on Upwork is a lot, but trust me, I have years of experience in hiring people on Upwork. I've been hiring people on Upwork since 2018, and trust me, I get a lot of applications, but I have no one to choose from. So, and about how to, reach out to clients, how to apply to jobs, etc., to really be, attractive to clients. That's what we are going to discuss on the course. Vidya, Hatani, is okay to tell the whole about our weaknesses to our client. Vidya, I just saw another similar question. I don't think you need to share everything. Like, you don't just copy paste all your weaknesses from the personality test and tell to the client. Just choose a few which you feel are important for you. For example, for me, it's about that I prefer to work independently, for example, or I am not an admin person. These are my weaknesses. Just to choose three which you feel are the most important to share for the client, and just choose this. Just write two sentences or three sentences. You don't need to just copy all these long explanations from the personality test. Okay. Hilda, hi, I would like to ask if I chose lead generation, can it be a path to database analyst job? Do you mean data analyst? No, it is still different. How do we know that a specific niche needs a specific highlight service? Guys, we don't talk about the niche right now. Your aim is to choose your service. We don't analyze the niches or which niche should you choose. We just choose a highlight service first. This is the number one. Your aim will be to work with a few different clients niches until you realize that you would like to work with a certain niche. And how do we know that a specific niche needs a specific service? We are going to talk about it more when we talk about reaching out to clients, finding clients. I'm going to explain to you what kind of clients need what kind of service. But right now, I don't want to give you so much because you will be too overwhelmed. Just go step by step and choose your highlight service first, okay? Great, thank you guys. So I will take a few more questions, okay? Yes, see you guys. See you, Vero. See you, Sylvia. Hi, Aziza. Yes, hi. I know, guys, you are too excited and you just want to learn everything at one go. And this is, I know how it feels. But trust me that the course is structured in a way that we are going to learn it all step by step, okay? How to make portfolio on IG? Yes, we are going to talk about it on the next lesson on Tuesday. Shinta, I'm still confused about community management. Could you explain? Community management is responding to DMs for the account. Rika, Tanya, what kind of admin tasks in medical field? Most of the time in medical, with medical clinics and medical field, they most of the time need social media management. This is just my experience. But I also created websites for my clients as well. I did some like simple admin tasks, like, you know, short listings of bloggers or influencers to collaborate together. But not mostly. I focused on the creative tasks like SMM. But medical clinics also could need actually email marketing as well. Um, If we want to grow this VA business in Dita, is it better we provide many services but general, or be specific when we grow bigger as a VA business? In Dita, I already answered this question. I do not recommend you to be general and providing so many different services. That's why I choose you. I ask you to choose one service, highlight service, or maximum 2. Yes, you guys are going to get the list of niches and services after this class, so you can refer. Okay, guys, thank you so much for your time. If you still have questions, feel free to DM me. Feel free to ask your SAs as well. And feel free to rewatch this lesson, because when we rewatch, we are learning and understanding some insights that we probably missed before, okay? I really did my best to explain as easy as possible, but if you still have and need some guidance, feel free to reach out to us, because again, you have all the support that you need. Thank you so much. Спасибо, Inda. Terima kasih. Prit, Sisi, Nur, Veni, Tamara, Richa, Agni. Terima kasih. Thank you so much, guys. I'm so excited to meet with you all the time, because you are, I mean, I think that we attract so active and positive people. I have lots and lots of good vibes with you. Thank you. Terima kasih in Russian is спасибо. Thank you. Bye-bye, guys. Now I'm going to check your mentions on my Instagram after this. This is my routine already. So see you on Tuesday. Bye-bye. Bye. See you guys. And thank you, team, the SAs, moderators, for supporting. Bye. See you guys. See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Tanya.
Thank you. Bye-bye, guys.
Thank you, Tanya.
Bye.
Bye.